と密会です。しんどいわしんどいわ、あーつらつら合唱、本当は劣等生、私は私に説教です。しんどいわしんどいわ、もういやいや絶好。
シーパイ無用シーパイ無用、これは笑えるジョークソン。新米も了解もみんな歌えるポップソン。まあまあそれ噂っすよ、ただの神木ですよ。いいから早く反抗せいや。デビューじゃないデビューじゃないの悪魔とそういうもん。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、愛してほしいじゃん。
それでもハマっちゃうなら、それでも恋しちゃうなら。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、エンジェルエンジェル。
わーヒホヒホヒホヒホ、
汚いね飛べないね。
デビューじゃないデビューじゃないもん。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、
本当の天使そらして五輪中。
あくまで天使じゃん、最強じゃん。
君のためって名言の悪意、夢が叶うで奪ったサラリー。はあ中毒性の高いもんには罠があるんだな。魂抜かれちゃってやねやね。
光り輝くばっかでこの首が締まってく。嘘をつけば緩んでく、言えない SOS。 白いペンキかぶりましょう、なりきってしまいましょう。嘘をつけば楽になる、ほらやっちゃって。死んじゃった死んじゃった。
それでもなっちゃうけど、それでも気がっちゃうけど。
なりきって笑顔でエンジェルエンジェル。
デビューじゃないデビューじゃないもん、悪魔ほどそういうもん。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、愛してほしいじゃん。
それでもハマっちゃうなら、それでも恋しちゃうなら。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、エンジェルエンジェル。
わーヒホヒホヒホヒホ、嘘は
汚いね飛べない
デビ
ね。
ューじゃないデビューじゃないもん。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、
本当の天使そらして五輪中。わーヒホヒホヒホヒホ、
醜いね生えないね。
デビューじゃないデビューじゃないもん。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、
本当の悪魔になっても With you。
あくまで天使じゃん、最強じゃんだ。
デコピノ
ながらの優等生、今宵も自分と密会です。しんどいわしんどいわ、あーつらつら合唱、本当は劣等生、私は私に説教です。しんどいわしんどいわ、もういやいや絶好。
シーパイ無用シーパイ無用、これは笑えるジョークソン。新米も了解もみんな歌えるポップソン。まあまあそれ噂っすよ、ただの神木ですよ。いいから早く反抗せいや。デビューじゃないデビューじゃないの悪魔とそういうもん。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、愛してほしいじゃん。
それでもハマっちゃうなら、それでも恋しちゃうなら。
死んじゃった死んじゃった、エンジェルエンジェル。
わーヒホヒホヒホヒホ、
Jump scare.
Let me open up the game. And is it sharing it on stream? No. Okay, there it is. Hello, guys. Hello, this is Kitty. All right, hold on. I don't know why my VTuber is not working yet. Hold on just a minute. But oh my goodness. Hello, my friend in chat. I recognize your name, but it is a first-time chat. First-time chat. So I believe it has been quite some time since you and I have spoken. But hello! Hi, hi, hi! Oh wait, there we go. I'm moving. And there we go. Okay, well let's just let this do its thing. And yep, it has been a while. Well, hi, I hope you're doing well.
As you can see, some things have changed about me.
But I'm still the same on the inside, for the most part. For the most part. But as, you know what? Yeah, like, seeing as I'm streaming this game, evidently, numerous things are still the same.
I'm doing haha. Yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm on my spring break right now, so usually I'm pretty busy with college. So I was like, now is the time to stream because I have the availability to do so. So, yeah! And I'm home alone right now, so I can yell! Okay, so we are about to start our investigation. Oh my goodness. We ended last stream discovering Sayaka is dead. And we watched Junko die.
God, the some of the art in the first game is really Okay, let's look at a dead body. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I mean, just fucking look at her, Naegi! I don't think you need to check for a fucking pulse based on visual evidence. Yeah! I don't know why you even bothered to check after those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on! Wait a second! She's dead? Then that means... That means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real? Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
What's your problem? You're just now accepting that? Yes, Atsu! Nobody else here knows about that. That's our little secret.
Oh my god. Okay, for a second I thought Kyoko's feet were facing through the floor. Okay, we're fine.
Okay, so I guess we gotta talk to everybody.
Danganronpa do be like, yeah.
But I still love Danganronpa, so I'm gonna stream out of the games.
But I haven't talked about my Danganronpa, to the rest of chat yet. I don't know if I ever will. I'd want to revamp all the characters like they deserve if I ever were going to do that. But I wrote a book, and the character that you see before you indeed has a lot of story behind them, so...
I don't know, maybe I should focus on one at a time. Ichimaru.
If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution.
That's what that ridiculous school regulation said, right? So stupid! We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
Are you serious?
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it?
Oh. So you finally noticed.
Huh? Notice what?
I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh? What are you talking about?
This is you! This is you! This is you! Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right! Then could it be?
All at once, everyone's gazes turned to me. Hold on a second! You've got it all wrong! For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth!
The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
I'm talking to everyone but Kyoko last because then she I think she progresses the story. Is this really happening? Screw that piece of shit bear! Come on, man! Let me out of here! Come on, someone let me out! GBB.
What should I do?
Someone got right in front of us. They... We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
Yuppies.
She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk. This freak. Hifumi?
Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
Okay, Kyoko, let's get going, baby.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick.
Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene.
Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you!
So then.
Fine then. I'll stay on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Yeah, Mondo's a little bit dumb. Another chatter last stream referred to him as a mean himbo. And I guess that's the way to
That's the way to put it. Two-player co-op base defense with two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP.
Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
So then.
Are we done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say any more?
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
I'll be going too.
And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I'd better head to the scene of the crime.
Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. I will fuck them up.
Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is very suspicious.
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer! Are you gonna kill me next? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto is guilty yet.
That's true. We may as well at least check. We may as well at least check just to check.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Wait, why not?
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going.
Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks, except me, had been filled with this suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something. Otherwise, everyone will.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I will always love Monokuma's voice in the dub. It's so good.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka? All right, baby, it's investigation time! Yeah! Finally, some gameplay. Am I right, guys? I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizano. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room, in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to her abdomen. There is also an injury to her right wrist. Her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed! Yeah, truth bullets, bitch, yes! Sorry, I fucking love the trials so much.
Okay, Chibibi, what are you gonna tell us?
Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel so sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Aw, Chibibo.
No way! I seriously don't want to die here! I'm begging you! God of Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here!
Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now.
This fucking dude, look at this dude, look at this fucking dude.
Okay, I guess we just gotta click on everything. I can't believe I'm in a video game. Yeah, we're fucking Kenny talking during the stream. But it's great to talk to you again.
Are you happy that I am happy that you remember me?
That you found me through Alex.
Victor! One of my kitties is here. Hi, Vic.
He's gonna drink out of my glass of water, because that's just who he is. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. My room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. Okay, teleported. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Okay. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously!
Oh, Mondo.
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right?
So you haven't used yours either, then?
Why?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. 'Cause, like, why the hell would we?
Thank you, Mondo. You're very helpful.
Notepad? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay, I just gotta click on everything, Naegi, alright? Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little?
I highly doubt that.
There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key, if I remember correctly.
Ah, that's right. We'll have to trade keys.
When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or opened it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something.
Oh, hi, Aeon. Hi. Welcome to the stream.
See, the one nice thing about being a very small streamer is I know everyone who comes into chat. Except for last stream, we got some new viewers, which was nice. I hope they come back. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. So she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer...
Should.
This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you if you even just touch it a little bit. Lots to read. But at least, because most of it is Makoto's thoughts, I can just talk, you know?
Easy peasy. And I'm happy to talk to chat as much as you guys want me to.
There are scratches and gouges on my walls in bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Well, fucking duh. It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it! I was right there in the other room! If only I'd heard something!
wait.
That would have not been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Makoto is also head empty. I don't understand English well, however I come back here. Welcome back, Kuma! Ohio! Kuma is one of my new viewers from last stream, so I'm so happy they have returned. Oh, I didn't mean to click on Sakura, but okay. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean... Okay, wait. Okay, it's just this. It's the same as the physical sword. Okay, same as it was before.
Well. By the way,
I'm working on cosplay while watching this, multitasking. It was hard to read and watch at the same time. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So, don't worry, I read all of the important text, so you don't necessarily have to worry about watching the screen unless you want to. That's something I was told, about advice for being a good streamer, is that, you have to make sure that, above all, that your stream is enjoyable to listen to, because a lot of people tend to multitask while watching streams.
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a bitch.
That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find that son of a bitch who did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in!
But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes.
Yeah, Lemon Cats, what cosplay are you working on right now? What character? I want to see if I know. I like cosplayer. I've cosplayed before too. I have cosplayed from Danganronpa. I've cosplayed Makoto Naegi, Kyoko Kirigiri, Mahiru Koizumi, Tsumugi Shirogane, and Kirumi Tojo. Vent! Vent! Thank you for the subscribe. Oh, thank you, thank you! Arigato, arigato! Thank you so much, Vent! Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you, Vent! I hope that your work on your story right now is going well. It's so good to see you. I hope you're good. I hope you're doing well right now and all. Hey, Kyoko. Writer's block. Oh no! I'm sorry about that. I've been kind of in a writing stump too. I've only had fanfic ideas while I'm supposed to be writing my book. I've done 2 Danganronpa cosplays. Well, I sure know one of them. I live and breathe writer's block. Oh my gosh, if I had writer's block all the time, I would die. Writing is so important to me. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to make sure to keep reading the dialogue. But hello, Liz! Congrats on the sub! Vent, don't worry, I am cheering for you. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
what are you
doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching. Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Hello, Commodore! And thank you for the lurk, Liz. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mentioned it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it to...
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka? Or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? It didn't mention any gold being on the handle, so I can only assume that it was used by some person who wasn't holding the sword, right? I mean, I've already played this game, but I'm gonna pretend to not know anything, chat, okay? For your sake. And on the other side of this door... No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Youch. Looking at it made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She'd lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened! I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Poor Naegi! Okay, let's look at her hands. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Do you not know what a knife is? But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. The palms of both her hands are totally spotless. So how come only her left finger? The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her. So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. The way they talk in this game makes me giggle. Yeah, it is a bit, it's very over the top. And there are definitely certain points in the game that make you think they were trying to reach an assigned word point, you know, a specific word count that they needed to achieve for their pay grade or something. Because sometimes they really do reiterate the same thing over and over and over again with just slightly different words. Okay. Okay, so how does it let me look at the specific details? I'm assuming it doesn't. Oh, whoa. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw. Ugh. Written in blood were the numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? Okay, so there's only the two things that I can look at. Let's go.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? Kyoko, leave him alone, okay? He's a silly little boy. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location, while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one. But the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. I thought this word is Japanglish. That's so cute. So, you misunderstood it. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off! Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? There are many Japanglish in Japan. Interesting! Good to know. Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is, only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this. Oh, Lemon Cats, Japanglish as in, like, a mixture, speaking in a mixture of Japanese and English. It's like how some people call speaking in a mixture of Spanish and English, Spanglish.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. But Lemon, Kuma is Japanese and speaks mostly Japanese. So, they are, using their limited English to understand my stream. I wish I knew more Japanese for their sake, but I only know how to read a tiny bit. Not any phrases or anything like that. So I have to keep studying more until I'm able to actually have any sort of Japanese conversation. But I've been focusing on my studies, so I haven't had enough room. I haven't had enough room in my head to study Japanese. I've had to be memorizing science stuff instead. I think what Kuma means is a word that means something in one language but means a different thing in another language. So that maybe, I'm not entirely sure, but maybe niter means something different in Japanese as opposed to pulling an all-nighter as in staying up all night. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. I really want to keep learning Japanese, but I also really want to learn Polish and Spanish. So I have to pick one and focus on it. But I can't really focus on learning a language when I have to use all my brain power to learn stuff for school. Because college classes are really hard. I'm trying my best though. I'm not failing anything right now at least. And I'm doing good on my end of semester essay. So root for me, please. I don't want to fail anything. What are you going to school for? I'm going to school for being a vet tech, a veterinary nurse. So taking care of animals, an animal nurse. I'm not sure how to say veterinarian in Japanese. Wow, it sounds so quiet. It says, veterinarian in Japanese is... It's natural because Japanese is so difficult. I don't think Japanese is necessarily very difficult. I think the reason that it intimidates people is because you have to learn all the new characters, all the new letters. But so far, that's the part I've been doing good at. You've thought about being a vet tech? Well, what are you thinking about going for in terms of a career at this point? And, Lemon, let me know, what you would want me to refer to you as in chat. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If they'll even talk to me, that is. With Duolingo, it tries to teach you how to read and write Japanese before even speaking it. So, it's a little bit hard. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? You're a nanny for your little sister, but you'd like to be a full-time artist. I'm rooting for you. I hope that you'll be able to do it. Are you offering commissions online right now? Or are you looking to, like, sign with a company or something first? I'm also technically a nail tech like our girl Yatsu. Really? Ah! Oh, I love that. That's wonderful. If we ever meet up, you should totally paint my nails green for me. I'll pay you, don't worry. Okay, let's go in. Wrong room. I wanted to go into my room. The nameplates got me confused. Alright, let's get the CD out of the garbage. There could only be one thing in the trash can. Yup, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. All that's here is the sewing kit and the organ map. No useful clues. We live pretty close. Nope, I haven't moved for school or anything, so I still live where I live. I miss going to cons so much. Ooh. All right, Leon.
Seems like
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate?
Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Mizono doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room.
Do you really think I'm guilty? And have a kiki? Sure. Kuma is rooting rooting for you too. Hopefully you can start working at a nail salon or something at least to make some monies. Hifumi just said he wasn't gonna let me go into the trash room, and yet here I am. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
It's the end of the line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up.
How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further.
No. No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
You can't go any further.
Alright, let's see who's on cleaning duty. I'm assuming it's Hifumi based on what he said. Hifumi! I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty.
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position.
Oh, he's deaf. Oh, rooting through girls' trash. My mom has been trying to get me to work at a salon part-time even though I already work 40-hour days. Oh my goodness! You're so busy! Oh goodness. I mean, how old is your sister, if you don't mind me asking?
I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, they haven't had a chance to get started.
And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to it, the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can throw things out whenever we want?
That does seem more convenient.
Commodore, thank you for the drink something. I will take a drink.
She's one? Oh wow, that is a full-time job then.
Teeny tiny, itty bitty baby.
So, in other words,
Actually,
so that's it.
that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
You bastard.
Hey, fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them, from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
2D's amazing. I agree. I love 2D.
That's not how it's supposed to.
Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss.
No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Oh, okay.
So easy! So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Wasn't he suspicious of us just a second ago? 2D's the only love I have. Oh, I mean, I understand. Well, I have a couple friends at least. Not any at school. Only online. So maybe I guess 2D is better.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever, please just hurry up.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend! You planned this all along!
No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world?
Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. I have friends, like 2 where I live. No partner though, no partner for 4 years. Oh, me too! Me too! Ah! There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is that?
Do you know what this is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy.
Homestuck? Eh? Well, being single is okay since I'm a VTuber. You're supposed to be single. I'm married to my chat. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go find out for sure. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Is that how VTubing works? Well, usually it's only that way if you are a corporate VTuber. Like, because when you're a corporate VTuber, you're usually treated as an idol. And idols aren't allowed to be in relationships. You have to be single because you want your audience to have hope. Kuma fan, arigato, arigato, arigato. That's a little embarrassing. Thank you. Surely someday, one day. It looks like a burnt piece of something.
A burnt piece. Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love?
Eh? Hifumi has a lot of weird references. Thank you, Lemon. Anyways, it looks like a piece of cloth. And the shape, it's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff. Which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is.
Hi, Kiwi. Hi, welcome to the stream. Currently, we're investigating a murder.
This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now!
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay?
How are you? I'm good! I'm doing great. I'm always in a great mood when I get to stream.
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the works of a...
Eh? No! I didn't do anything! It wasn't me! No! It wasn't me! Your laugh is so cute. Oh, thank you! Thank you, Lemon. That's very sweet of you. I always laugh so loud in public that people always look at me when I laugh. Hifumi! Do you realize what you just said? I feel like it's acting sus. No, it wasn't me! If anything, I pressed the green button because it's green and not to turn on the incinerator. And thank you for the drink something, I will. Huh? The fairy? Felix Whiskin? No, you said the last time you were here the incinerator was off.
Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet...
So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible?
This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies.
All right, let's keep going. We need to find Chihiro and Hagakure. Run! Zoo, 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 zoo. Pew, wow, wow. Whoosh. Oh, wait. Togami.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit?
No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face.
Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say?
Huh?
After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right?
The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died?
Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility.
If that's really true, then I... Don't guilt trip Naegi! No! It's not his fault!
Wow. Is anybody in here? No burst, nothing. You gotta talk to me. I will! I'm going. I've got lots of places to be going. I've got lots of places to be. Lots of investigating to do. But I'm gonna try and get to the trial tonight, okay? Ollie!
How could you have done this, Egg Boy? Hina, are you investigating the dining hall?
Oh, no. I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing.
I know what you mean.
And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night, when Sayaka was killed.
Eh? Oh, so she was in here? So did anybody pass her by?
Knife missing!
There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else in there I need to look at. Owie, did you see, knives?
Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that.
Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row.
So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the kitchen knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come into the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it.
Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka?
What? Of course not! I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea.
Owie, please, it wasn't me!
Let's keep investigating. Okay, so I know we have to go to the gym, but I'm not sure if there's anywhere else that we should look. Ichimaru! Oh, wait, but we have to go to the AV room too.
Listen to me.
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget Beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes.
Kawaii! He's so cute! I love Ichimaru.
Alright, let's take a look at Sayaka's DVD.
I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play, and the screen was dark for a few seconds. But then, yeah, I don't trust Ishimaru haters either.
He's a good boy!
An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friend she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. I trust Ishimaru.
Me too!
So full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then the voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
Yes, I know Idol. I know that in the Japanese version, she's the super high school level idol. And I love idols.
So it disappoints me a little that they named her the ultimate pop sensation instead of the ultimate idol. But I know that it was just them trying to appeal to an American audience more. But I still think the word idol is more accurate.
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Oh, you're cosplaying Love Live? Which character? Which character? I miss cosplaying Love Live so much. I really want to do it again. Because of Love Live shutting down at the end of this month, I've been playing pretty much every day for like 2 months now. Because I really want to get as many cards as possible before the game shuts down. Without warning, the video cut off. You know Culture of Japan well? Thank you! Yohane! Ah! Ooh, I love her! She's still my second favorite in Aqua. But Chica is forever #1.
What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
Is anyone else's CD still in here? Okay, nope. I'm a Ruby stan, as my Instagram username implies. Ruby's so cute! I've been really lucky with my scouts lately, in terms of Aqua, because I've been getting lots and lots of Ruby cards. And so many, like pretty much all of Ruby's URs are so beautiful. Yes, Kiwi, isn't the Danganronpa OST really good? It's all really danceable. But I can't dance! I'm investigating a murder! I have to be serious! Let's see, do we have any gacha coins to use? I probably don't, but let's just check. I think I must have at least one. Only one. Please no repeat. I don't know Ruby. Oh, Ruby Kurosaka from Lava Live. Aqua. I really love Love Live. Trial starts, me dances while crying. Yeah, for real! Kiwi, have you played this game all the way through before? Love Live? Yeah! It's an idol game in anime. Yeah! Oh, but I like watching their live shows too, though. And the seiyus are all so nice! Celeste.
So, do you have any clues or anything?
What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial.
Okay then. And do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well... so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, is where I think the trash room... The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into.
The trash room?
It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem.
Which is...
As for me...
That place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf.
That's...
I haven't. I was actually playing it on stream a year ago, but had to stop because it was messing with PC. but I do know what happens because I watched the show before finding out it was a game. Oh, I see. Ooh, so maybe if you watch my playthrough of the second game, you will be in for a mystery. Because the anime for the second game is about stuff that happens before the plot of the second game and after a little bit. It looks like some kind of mailbox, but there's nothing in it. I don't think it's going to help me solve this case. Okay, let's just go to the gym now. Wah. Wah. Prequel, yeah. Wah. Wah. I think we've gotten almost all of our evidences. We're almost there. Time for me to take stage. Oh yeah, baby! It's you!
Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook their head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyways for trying. Even they don't know. Or could they maybe know more than they're letting on? No, couldn't be.
Don't be sus of Chihiro.
Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something?
No! I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free.
Hiro, snap out of it!
Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What?
Hey, does this look familiar?
Ah! That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass? And not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS?
Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you?
Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it.
You left it in the laundry room. That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know.
Sure.
By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing?
Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years came out to be like $1 million. $1 million? That's pretty cheap, actually, considering it gives you the power to control the world.
That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him.
All right, have a good dinner, Lemon. Oh my gosh! It's time!
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
By the way, crystal balls are used by divination in the USA? Yeah! Hi.
See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No. where I have to go. Ah! You guys, it's time! Are you guys ready? The best music is always during the trials in these games.
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you!
I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime.
So they really are convinced I did it. But I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? The fact you're always late is funny. Yeah. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Should we talk to everyone or should we talk to just Kyoko, because it'll probably go down if we talk to Kyoko? Let's get started.
Got it!
Relax! I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet.
Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder, what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is! As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The angle here is not very well executed in the art. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now. Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up!
Unfortunately, I cannot do better. Me too. Cat! My cat came and drank out of my water earlier. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. Oh no, I feel so bad for Ishimaru! He's isolated! Oh no! Poor Ishimaru! It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. There are no seats, you're all standing. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial! Yatta! Cats are loved by the Japanese too. We all love cats. Okay, let's set our skills. Yeah, we only have the 2. Let's open our e-handbook. Do we have everything? 18. Ooh. All right. In that case, let's do it. Yeah!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
All right, so the trials, if I remember correctly, are all voice acted. So I get to take a little break now. I'll read Makoto's internal dialogue, though, so you guys will still be able to know everything that's going on if you aren't looking at the screen.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Thank you for the drink something, Commodore. I will do that.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Lemon, I have to do the wah, otherwise how will they know that I drank?
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Ugh.
Friendship penetrates?
No, don't say that! Do you make VODs? For the Danganronpa streams, I have been recording all of them, and my VODs stay up on my Twitch channel for a week. So if you miss something, you have a week to grab it. But also, I might try and make a YouTube channel to post all of these because I am really enjoying how these are coming out. So it might be a good way to start off my VOD channel with the Danganronpa streams.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Alright, your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? For the sake of anyone here who hasn't played the game, sure. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements, and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun! Alright guys, let's go! Alright, so our truth bullet for this one is evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
That's true.
We know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Huh? Something's off about what was just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot or refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? And that represents a potential hole in a person's statement. A possible weak spot. How'd it miss? I know! Maybe it's that you can't shoot the first time around? At least for this very first one, because they want to give you this tutorial fully. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, I want to do that.
I assert that the one who was
Zoom, 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 zoom.
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Okay, don't miss this time! There we go. No, that's wrong! それは違うよ!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
And guys, let me know if I need to turn up the game audio for this part.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Don't be mean to Chihiro!
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Well, it is. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, we know that, don't we? I have a feeling this first one is going to be really easy.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Well, yes.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
I mean, it is kind of some random knife, but there is a specific one.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
No, don't get wrecked, Mondo. See, he's very accepting to further information.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
I want to chop off his goatee so bad.
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
No!
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Arigato, Kirigiri-san.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Yeah, he needs a bonk. I want to karate chop him in the center of his head.
that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer! There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, it's been a while since I've played. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge completely empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Thank you, narrator. Okay, Ollie's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was...
Here we go. Also, yeah, それは違うよ. It means, no, that's wrong.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it really oddly. I'm sure I have a really strong accent.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Darn it, Togami!
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
There's no reason to do that!
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I
Ace
shall
Attorney stuff.
answer.
Yep, it certainly is. And again, guys, this might just me being anxious. But if the audio in the game is too quiet or anything, because I know that my voice is much louder than the game audio, let me know if I should either increase the game's volume or lower my volume or anything like that.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Unless they're in love.
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Lemon.
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
That's a pretty important thing to mention. Oh, that's what it means? Wow, I actually didn't know that. Thank you for the fact, Kuma. Arigato.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but Can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Yay, they're so cute together. I love these two.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Oh, son of a... Urgh, Leon.
Right. But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
Lemon, not yet.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
Do you suspect Leon? Well, I've played the game before, but I don't want to spoil anything for chat. So I'm gonna pretend that I don't know.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
No, Ishimaru!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, at least he immediately apologized. He's a good boy.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
Oh, you misunderstand it? Sorry. No, don't worry about it. It's okay. Daijoubu.
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
I got it!
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Very suspicious.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Oh.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
No!
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn! If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder! Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die!
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh! Hangman's Gambit! Sure. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Oh, Commodore, thank you for letting me know. I'll turn it up then. Is this better? Let me know if it should be any louder or softer or anything like that. But thank you for telling me. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. I think it's gonna be hair, right? But, oh, it's only 4 letters, yeah! Easy. Ishi does have the Ace Attorney pose.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit...
I feel kind of proud that I knew it before they even put a single letter or even the number of letters up.
Why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Let's go, Felix. Thank you, Liz.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yatta!
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Oh, Kirigiri's on our side!
I would like to hear these reasons.
Come here, kitty. Guys, Victor's here. Victor. Good boy.
It's DNA, Ichi. Well, we don't have any police here, so it's not like we can examine anybody's DNA in the room. Ganbariri. Arigato.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
He's playing with one of his toys on the ground now. It's very cute seeing him roll around. So cute. Arigato.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Well, Felix, do you have a cat? I have 3 cats. 3 boy cats. I have a tabby cat named Victor, a tuxedo cat named Biscotti, and an orange and white cat named Paulo.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
So many cats. Yeah, I guess so. And I've had 4 before them as well. I've always had cats. I've grown up with them.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Liz. Well, I promise I post a lot of pictures of my cats in the Discord, and I post them in Marley's sometimes too.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okie dokie. For chat's sake. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Oh, Liz, thank you so much for joining the Discord. And Commodore, I will do your redeem. Do you want it of Victor because he's right next to me? All right, guys, give me just a second. I'll be frozen because I'm taking a picture of it. Wow, he's posed so cutely. Okay, perfect. All right, I'll put Victor on stream in just a second. Hold on. I'm just sending it to myself. Sorry that I'm frozen for a moment during that. Alright, here I'm back. Let me just put my phone in the state. Alright. And let me grab a picture, the picture of Victor that I sent to myself. Oh, he looks so cute here. Okay, let me pull it up on stream now. And add image. There we go. The file is so big. Sorry about that. Wait, why am I frozen? Did VTube Studio freeze? Oh no. Wake back up. Wake up. Okay, I guess while VTube Studio is processing its brain. Here's Victor. Isn't he so cute? He was playing with that toy on the ground next to him. Yeah, he is super cute, right? My VTube Studio is misbehaving. Hold on just a second. I'll take it off the screen once I get my model working again. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna restart VTube Studio. And hopefully once it boots up, it'll start working again. Sorry about that. Oh, he's washing his little kitty paws now. Why is it not working? Hold on, I'll restart the app on my phone too. Kitty Def looking up like in surprise, like, you got me? Oh yeah, maybe. He's a very good boy. Alright, I'll take off the kitty picture. And hopefully, but also, hello Rosie, welcome to the stream. It said no kitty pictures. Yeah, why? Alright, let's just hope it starts working in a minute or two. I'm gonna do this part, and if it still hasn't connected while this is happening, Then I'll try restarting it again. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Well, I hope that at least you feel well rested. Oh, there I am again! Hi.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Okay.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Ugh!
Shoot!
I messed up. Oh no!
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
How do I make it go faster?
Sayaka was
Here we go.
first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because Sayaka had locked it.
There we go. That's what's wrong.
No, it's wrong.
There we go. I got a little too
The reason
overeager.
my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Which is really weird.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Victor's got feathers stuck in his fur because he's ripping them off of the toy he's playing with. He's so cute!
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
No locks for boys.
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
It's not like we asked for it.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Epic luck moment.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The door plates! The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail...
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Thank you, Kyoko. She's like so totally on my side.
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what we've been saying! That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No!
Rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem. Oh, as a matter of fact,
I do have one question. Oh, you.
Don't be mean to Asahina.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
His place is definitely above you.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because...
I got it!
Was I right?
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Oh!
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room, okay? Sayaka. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Kyoko's so smart!
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
What is Kyoko's talent? We don't know yet. It is a mystery.
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
I love her too.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Alright, another non-stop debate. Let's go!
Liz, which one is literally you? Do you mean Hifumi? Because I know I call myself Hifumi.
Rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see. So if someone read
Your
that
voice for
note,
Celeste was spot on.
then
Yeah,
they
thank
would have
you.
gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Which one do I click on? Okay, so which one do
Sayaka
I...
and Makoto switched rooms,
That's
correct?
correct.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
No. Which one am I supposed to click on? The third one, I guess?
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
But in the note, it specifically I see. Then they would have done exactly.
The room that
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I feel embarrassed that I keep messing up since this isn't my first
The
time playing
nameplates
it.
on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got it! Me
Man.
and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She set us up!
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
And we were so nice to her.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka, why? You are my favorite!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me.
I love
There was a
Ishimaru.
replica
He's so
sword
silly.
at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah, what's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Yes.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Facts and logic. Facts and logic.
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death. And that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? I guess so. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. What? I have mine set to normal. Well, is mean normal? I don't know what, I forget what they were called. I have it set in the middle, okay? I didn't want to go baby mode, but I wasn't sure if I would embarrass myself or not if I put it on hard mode. Okay, let's see what our bullets are. Okay, replica sword, sheath, kitchen knife set, and replica sword. Alright, let's go.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged. Oh, the sheath!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack. No!
Yatta!
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something...
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Right.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
I just love the way the Mondo talks.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No!
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, we got a situation.
How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body
She doesn't
that
have
makes
any
this
gold
clear.
on her hands. The part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you wanted to use a sword, which part of your body? Her palms.
I got it! You're
Hands.
talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
That seems like a pretty weird way to spend her time that she needs to protect herself.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
That has nothing to do with it! Also, sorry, Victor is standing in front of my camera now. He jumped up on the desk. Victor, you silly boy.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to bathrooms at nighttime. The water was off.
Ma'am, please.
Sayaka's time of death was
Yeah,
around
Toko says a lot of
1:30 a.m.
really interesting things.
Oh, Victor. Yeah, Victor's hanging out with me this whole stream.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
We've been here like 4 days!
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Why would it be a compliment?
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means...
What if you need to use the bathroom? You just gotta wait until morning to flush, unfortunately.
The killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to been the one without a sword. Which would be Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Rosie, I definitely understand you. I understand your thinking.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Sayaka started it.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Yep. Sorry, Naegi. Your girlfriend was doing something bad.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Poor Makoto!
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
I feel so bad for Makoto during every trial, but especially this one.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Yeah, but he tried to tell all of you guys that anyways, and none of you believed him.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to
She
switch
asked
rooms.
him because he's the nicest one. Poor Makoto.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar? Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Makoto.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
I'm sorry, puppy, it is.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
We do need to decide that.
Awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran.
No, we gotta go.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Kyoko is so nice to us. Thank you, Kyoko.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her. But what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That's not true. That's not true at all. Dying message. Yeah, let's go.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
Eh?
If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Okay. There's still one clue left. Okay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I still want Monokuma's underwear. You can't get them. I'm so sorry. You can get everyone else's,
There still
though.
might be one clue left. Sayaka's
Monokuma
dying
worst
message.
girl.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
I love how this becomes universally known as like the Danganronpa number.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
You're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Why does he have to say it like that?
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it. It's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Select someone. We got it. Let's go. Did you guys figure it out too?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
Do you think they gave Leon the name they did just to do this? Maybe. Huh. I mean, that would be a pretty reasonable way to name the character based on how easy their name is to turn into numbers. So maybe.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
Good point, Kyoko.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yeah.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's that thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
But we can!
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Yeah.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think...
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible.
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I got snack.
I
That's
think
good.
I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There is another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Alright, baby, let's go. We're getting there. We're almost there. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Back to only one bullet, so...
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
Nope. There we go. Gotcha!
hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it!
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. It wasn't me. No.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge
Would have been Felix Whiskin.
was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Leon's a fairy too? Oh my.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It's
But
even
he's the
possible.
ultimate baseball star!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it!
Yeah!
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Yes, I love this part! I love the closing argument! Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright guys, let's go! I love this part! I'm pretty good at this. But I love the art here, right? It's so cool! Oh, she dropped the knife. Yeah. And when she's in the bathroom, he had to bust open the door.
wrote his name on the wall as she died. So then, he cleaned up the floor and used the crystal ball to turn on the incinerator. And then he balled up his shirt to throw it into the incinerator. But a little piece fell out.
The killer is you!
All right, let's go!
I think I'd better take one
This
more look
system is
back at the
difficult
case
for me
from
to
the
play.
beginning.
This is my favorite part.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, damn it! Eh?
The killer is you!
Okay, so I guess that's the one part I messed up.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
I understand where it could be confusing.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my
The
room
fact he left
and
and
cleaned up
came
the
back to
entire
kill her
area.
is crazy. Yeah, like how would he? Because obviously he didn't open Naegi's toolbox. He left, got his screwdriver, and came back. He didn't have to kill her. He didn't have to. He saw his opportunity and he took it.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
I don't know why he went through this effort. Like, why didn't he just, like, hide it under his mattress or something? Who, like, nobody else is coming in his room and looking at it.
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Well, because he's dumb?
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot.
Why not just wash it? Well, it might have ended up stained. Maybe. Maybe.
He could have just put it in the washing machine with something red and been like, oh, the color ran off on it. Or at least in Danganronpa's case, something pink.
And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute
Baseball star is
precision,
easy to throw a
hit the
crystal ball.
switch on the incinerator.
I mean, a crystal ball is definitely a lot heavier than a baseball. But I guess because he's the ultimate, the super high school level, that if anyone would be capable of it, it would be him.
Which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
I love this art style!
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Chat, you guys were right! You knew before they even brought it up!
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So he thought about washing it out first, but then he saw Hiro's crystal ball and decided to do a different method that he assumed would be more thorough.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
This part really does change your opinion on Leon very quickly.
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
You, Commodore, you thought it was Naegi still? No, it's definitely not Naegi.
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Eh? I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Oh, yeah, this fucking rhythm game! Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button, and as the tempo marker reaches the center. This seems kinda hard. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively, and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statements fast enough, and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have
I
been...
refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Baka.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay. I'm nervous. Yeah!
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
This is so hard!
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Okay, we did it! Why did they leave and come back? Because they decided they were gonna take this opportunity to kill!
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Hello, Minerva! Hi, hi, hi!
Okay, then whose
We're right at the end of our class trial.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
That must have been so fun to voice act, though.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Hey, Minerva! No! I know that I'm stupid, but it's not me this time, okay?
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Uh-oh.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Stupid, 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 stupid! Baka, 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 baka!
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Ooh, we did good! Whoa, we got a bunch of medals! Guys, we can do gotcha like crazy.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
Guys, are you ready for your first execution?
Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited!
I've been waiting to be executed for a long time, yeah. Okay, get excited!
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, I still love the Cookie Run characters, even though I haven't played it in a very long time. Alright, but guys, I'll be quiet now so we can watch.
The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
I don't believe it!
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed! So that's why I killed her first!
None of you are any different!
None of you are any different! One wrong step, and you'd be the one standing here! It was complete chance that I wound up like this!
I was just unlucky. That's
I was just unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You just accept me? You just expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with is really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine.
Now we're trapped in here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. Why? I can't afford to be stuck in here!
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else. Her dreams. Her friends. To have see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much for her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you and my son.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand. Really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise. I do hug Makoto. I agree.
All of us hug Makoto.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it!
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial. The blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution?
Oh, Liz. Yeah, Minerva, we love Kyoko.
Wait a second.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had unclouded intent to commit murder?
So...
No! That's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him!
Say what?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon! We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation! The mastermind!
Uh-oh! Did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
Just shut up!
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
I don't hate Leon too. Yeah, I understand, Kuma. Everyone was put in a bad situation. So, it's not like outside of this specific scenario that any of them would have killed somebody. Well, except for one of them. Except for one of them. There's a few specific characters who would have commit murder outside of the killing game, but we haven't gotten there yet, okay?
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Liz.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Here we go, everybody! Alright, I'll be quiet. Yeah, get ready to see some pain. I always wondered how they don't die from just this part getting pulled by their neck. Like, wouldn't your back break? Well, your neck? Bonk. That's a good way to describe this, yeah. This is definitely a bonk moment. And it's just awful that they all have to watch it. Ow. mean, at least hopefully it was a quick death. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and just accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
Evil! You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Lemon, thank you for the drink something redeem. In that case, I'll have to run and get some... I'll have to get some water because I finished my glass during the last redeem. So give me just one moment. Okay, I'm back with water. Hi. Now, I will do my classic sip.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. Just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground!
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free from the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I've said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. It's so late? Is it really? What time is it? Oh, it's only 10 p.m. Where I am at. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? Aw, Kishi crying? Yeah. Everybody crying. Except for the stone-faced ones, like Celestia and Togami. I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure how she could kill someone, or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. That's... I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. Oh no, is stream still running? I see the frames dropped a lot. Did stream freeze? Can you hear me? Okay, stream is back. Hopefully it didn't end and restart like it does sometimes. Sorry if there was lag for just a second. I don't know why that happened. Okay, thank you. For me, my frames dropped a lot for a second. Must resist the urge to read Danganronpa fanfiction. Oh, must resist the urge to write Danganronpa fanfiction. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go! So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit it. I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Makoto!
He said the Sayaka thing. Okay, guys, so we did it. We finished chapter 1! We did it! Yay! No, I got a bat! I don't want a bat! Not right now! You wanna say the data? Yes, I sure do. Alright. So in that case, I didn't even know this was a game, but I love this game. Oh, yay! Thank you, Liz! Alright. I'm glad that you like it so far. I'm definitely gonna keep playing, so don't worry. And now that I stopped doing such a harsh voice for Makoto, I'm not losing my voice after every stream. So I will try and stream as many days of spring break as I can. Alright, so in that case, that means we're gonna have to pick somebody to raid. Cause I want to start off right here for next stream. But thank you guys so much for coming. Let's see who's still live. Are any of my friends live? Or am I just sending you guys off into oblivion again? Aw, man. None of my friends are live again. Oh, 2 of your faves are streaming? Well, then in that case, you can just go to see them. All right. So thank you guys so much for coming. I had a lot of fun. I always do when I get to stream. And you guys are such a wonderful chat. You guys make streaming like twice as fun as it would be otherwise. So thank you guys so much for coming. Everybody, have a good night, okay? Bye-bye.